Hello, everybody. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm not sure exactly how all the time frames work and all the time zones, so maybe not yet to everybody, but you know how that is. Today was the first day of egg dumps in the January tank, and if this will focus, you can see that we have a fish right here. Kind of. You can see it a little bit, but we do have fish. And we've got a couple of eggs, but a few of them are not fertilized. You can see the little white ones right in front, right there, and right there. But then there are some good ones, like over here. And we've already got fish. I'm trying to trick my camera into focusing on it. Just, aha, maybe. God dang it. Whatever. All right. So we've got January up and running. It got a water change today. Everything looks okay. I don't see any pests. I mean, we have our typical seed shrimp in here, like this guy moving right there. Are you surprised it yet with the fish? No. Anyways, all right. I have seemed to acquire a planaria outbreak in most of my tanks. So I'm using up the rest of the meds that I have, and I have to grab some more because they are quite numerous. And I came down here as soon as the lights turned on today, and the red shrimp tank was full of planaria, like almost no detritus whatsoever or seed shrimp or anything, just planaria. So I treated both shrimp tanks today with it. Um, the adult CPDs are being finally water cleaned away from their treatment, which seems to be working. Speaking of treatments, if you remember from my previous video, this tank was full blown like brown orange algae. I cleaned off that wall a little bit, and then all of a sudden it all just started dying. Same food, same cleaning regimen, no idea. But it's kind of neat. But it seems to have moved to this tank more than it was. I have not moved lights. I have not changed anything at all. So, yeah. As you can see, all the fry are doing quite well. Hopefully, January will be an uptake compared to December with our one fry. So far, they're dead nuts even. These guys are the ones that I'm clearing up finally with water changes from the no planaria treatment. They've all survived quite well. I don't see any planaria in here anymore, but obviously that means nothing because they're so small they can be anywhere. But I also squeezed out and cleaned out the filter sponges. I did not take eggs from them today because there's still no planaria and stuff in here. I didn't want to put that right in on the babies, like fresh. So I assume they're just as small as some of the like pests and parasites. I'm assuming the meds will dry out the babies just as fast. So next week, no, I'll probably take it on Wednesday out of here. Today, these were the ones that produced the baby that's already in there and the eggs. There were not as many as I was expecting. The last couple egg dumps in the December tank were huge, which unfortunately were wasted. I decided to move my, what are they called? Siphons over there so I could stop hanging them on the punching bag. These guys, as you can see, are still completely full of detritus and all of that. I did treat them as well today with the no planaria, so hopefully this will die back a bit. It's weird, they don't seem to be eating at all, except for what's floating. And then you got their neighbors who are eating everything. And you can still see, oh, they actually have babies. So that probably won't go well with the treatment in there. Sorry, little one. I will miss you. And good luck. But you can see they still have planaria here. There's a couple of them. But like when I turned it, excuse me, when the lights turned on this morning, it was just the light. It was covered. But I didn't want to treat it because there's still so many tiny babies in here. But Better safe than sorry in our orange that seems to be in here no matter what. Oh no, that's a clear one. That's weird. But yeah, we got quite a few babies. Baby. The pond aquarium is doing well. Excuse me. There are a lot of baby CPDs that are finally showing themselves now that they're getting bigger. All of our strugglers and differently ableds. We even got some guys down here in the weeds. Little tiny guys like to hide in the bushes. The shark doesn't really come out anymore ever since our long video on this tank. Not quite sure what I did to offend it, but it'll get over it eventually. This catfish still doing good, chilling on the leaves. Everybody else is doing fantastic. Last couple of adult CPDs in here. What else we got? Clearing my throat all day today. Sorry about that. Shipping stuff is going well. Nothing really to update with the gups. They're doing their thing. She doesn't, like I said before, she doesn't seem to be getting too much bigger. I don't think. Maybe it's because I see her every day. But I don't know if they're going to breed or not. She seems to be getting quite irritated with him, as you can tell. I mean, I guess I would be too. We'll see how it turns out. Everybody got their water changes today. There was glass cleaning today. And yeah, we started January tank. I did find a air pump sale for these guys on Amazon. So I bought 2 for $5 each. That was a killer deal. Can we trick it into seeing him yet? A little bit. Look like we're nonchalant, not even looking. No, it's not working. Maybe I can get it to focus on my finger and then trick it to the fish. Of course not. Whatever. You guys have to take my word for it. That is actually a fish. Kind of just looks like part of the caulking. But yeah, that's it so far for January. So the pump will be coming soon. I will take this back down to just 1, and then I'll give the new pumps 1 for this whole row and 1 for this whole row. And then I'll just have to snag more heaters. But I still have a whole month to save up for that. So 2 months, actually, because today's only January 1st. So I think that's about all of my ramblings and nonsense and updates. Oh, real quick with the brine shrimp before I hang up on you guys. They were the other way around, like this way. One here and one here. And then I figured that's kind of weird because it's blocking the one back here from the light of the tank. I'm not sure if that was making a difference or not, so I turned them both this way, so they're both getting the same amount of light. There's no real decisions I've made on which brand is better. They seem to have their hit and misses, so it kind of depends on your brand loyalty, whichever one you like best, just because of the name. Brine shrimp seem to be brine shrimp. It's just a salt, water, egg mixture ratio that you got to figure out that they're happiest with. Happiest? There's the orange. Boop. Clearly orange among all the reds. But every time I take one out, the next day there seems to be another one in here. So, whatever. But that is it now. Get out.